Golovkin is the consensus middleweight champion. He's the best 160-pound fighter in the world.
Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, wearing green with black and silver. 18 fights, 18 victories, including 12 wins by knockout, and 7 of his last 11 victories by KO. Challenger, Dominic Wade. And across the ring, fighting out of the red corner, wearing blue with white as a professional. 34 fights, 34 victories, including 31 knockouts, and world title fights from Karaganda, Kazakhstan, the reigning, defending, universally recognized, undisputed, undefeated middleweight champion of the world, Gennady Golovkin, Triple G.
Just want to remind you, listen and obey my commands at all times, protect yourself at all times, fight hard, fight clean, good luck.
The business. And Wade's plan for scoring. So we'll see whether that can happen. They're both listed at 5'10 and a half, but as they get into the fighter.
Yeah, he does, but he looks a little soft around the waist, Jim, so I'm sure Triple G is going to immediately attack the body as soon as he's coming in and taking a fight like this, though, because he hasn't had a big fight in his career yet, so fighting Triple G is not, he's doing a good job of attacking right away here off of Triple G's punches.
To get by 41-year-old Australian veteran Sam Solomon. You just saw Golovkin land a left effective shots. Logic says if you struggled with Sam Solomon, Gennady Golovkin, but of course styles make fights, and those are two entirely different stylistic.
But you are in deep fighting Triple G anyway. Not really quick enough. You're not quick enough to bring him a surprise. It's a good body shot, though. Tough for you to upset him.
Golovkin didn't seem to believe he needed to know much specific about Wade. He only looked at a few minutes of tape. Relies on Abel Sanchez to provide whatever scouting report he thinks is. Golovkin says that the jab fest against David Lemieux in his last fight, when he threw nearly 50 jabs in round 1 and instantly made it a war a lot of people expected, this was a decision that was made on the fly. It was not something they planned in advance. He just walked in round 1, started landing. I'll stick with this.
In that first round, Jim, and whatever works is what they take. I mean,
Dominic Wade's a nice young fighter in his prime, to handle himself. But so far, he hasn't shown Triple G anything to worry about.
No, any concern, and that's not good.
2.5 minutes in. Landing, as you can see, 3 times as many punches as Wade by CompuBox count in the round. Hasn't dramatically big. Now he does. That was big enough.
Hey, are you okay?
Not enough time in this round.
Walk to me,
No, Max.
But what? Jab him and keep turning. Jab and keep turning. Don't stay in front of him. All right? Beautiful work, though. And Don, slam the right hand.
Why he tried to hold him? Because he didn't want to catch his overhand right to the back of the head. That shot causes all types of damage. You can't really
see if he can get his bearings. Last time it happened, he got his bearings.
Quasi-rabbit punch. The way Dominic Wade was turning away, he's presenting that as the target.
Golovkin seemed to hurt him with another right
hand, Jim. And now he knows it's just a matter of time before he catches him and finishes it.
Oh, and body shot.
Good body shot by Triple G. And a lot like Chocolatito, Jim, when they realize a guy can't hurt him, and that in itself is a weapon that they use on the opponent to weaken him. Good body shot again.
Wade looked a little stiff-legged as he backed up after that body shot. The right hand, that might have finished it if he had landed it.
Seems to go into that thing, Roy, where
this is the Willie Monroe thing.
Yeah, he kind of lets the guy hit.
He disregards anything to do with opponent.
Got to be careful doing that sort of thing, though, because a 160-pound fighter who can crack a little bit.
Yeah, but he's already felt this guy, Dominic Wade, and he's not no kind of way intimidated by his puncher power.
Or one thing we saw get painted every once in a while because he's a pressure fighter. And down goes Wade for the second time.
I don't think he
doesn't look eager to get.
9. Look at me. Do you want to continue? Yes.
No, this fight is over.
Say it again. Give me gloves. You better protect.
You'd better protect yourself.
I know that he can. Ready throw.
It was the Golovkin left hand, and now it's the right hand.
Same punch.
And let's see if Jack Reese is even getting after the third knockout of the fight.
9, 10.
And that's it. Less than 2 rounds, a series of right hands, and that was
The first knockdown, I believe, it was the left that did the damage, but we'll see on replay. The right hand finished it, but I think Wade was already a finished fighter when he got up.
So do number 1 and number 2 now reverse?
Well, you could argue, but it's the way he knocks people out.
He's amazing. Something that was such an obvious mismatch.
Yeah, it's hard to give him a whole lot of credit for that. But Jim, it's like, I love seeing fights, and I know that there's a guy, and I'm not trying to be a promoter, but there's a guy by the name of Morgan Fitch down in the Pittsburgh area that would definitely be a good fight for Gennady Golovkin.
Hey, listen, if there's somebody good who's willing to get in with him, let's find out who he is, because there's a lot of expectation at this point that the Canelo Alvarez fight this September, and the Atlas say very openly that Canelo is never going to fight Gennady Golovkin.
And I agree. Well, let's look at this first. A jab on the chin, as Max talked about, a left uppercut, then followed by an overhand right to the shoulder. And the shoulder punch took him down, but like Max said, the jab right there, the left uppercut right here, boom, that hurt him, and then the shoulder shot just pushed him down because the damage.
We know that the third knockdown was on a right hand. I believe that the third knockdown was a right to the chin.
Yeah, I think
to the jaw.
And I'm in agreement that Canelo wouldn't want to fight him, because why would he fight a bigger man when he could fight a small?
Come on, he's a big puncher.
Which hand are they talking about? The right hand is dangerous. The left hand is even more dangerous. Which hand are they talking about?
If he brings a knockout.
Ladies and gentlemen, the official time, 2 minutes, 37 seconds, round number 2 by knockout victory. 22 consecutive knockouts. He is still the reigning and defending, undisputed, undefeated middleweight champion of the world, Gennady Golovkin. Triple